Good morning, students. This is Seth Vidya Mandir, English High School and Junior College of Science and Commerce. This is the HSC Online Audio Video Lecture Series, and I'm Beena Raikar, your OC teacher. I'm continuing with chapter number 3, Entrepreneurship Development. It is part 7. The recent topic which I'm going to discuss to you is agrotourism, and it is a part of the recent initiatives in entrepreneurship development. Okay, so let's see what is agrotourism. Agrotourism is nothing but it is an idea of bringing urban residents to rural areas for leisure, travel and spending. Okay, see the definition again. Agritourism is the idea of bringing urban residents to rural areas for leisure, travel and spending. So agritourism is a commercial enterprise at a working farm, a ranch or agricultural plant conducted for the development of visitors that generates supplement income for the owner. Okay students, so tourism, we all know the government always updates the tourism plans for each country. Why? Because tourism gets a lot of money. Okay, why? Because we people, when we want to go for a holiday, we always look for something different. Okay, and nowadays since we live in cities and we are so occupied with the gadgets and all that stuff, we look for greenery, and so the government has expanded tourism to agrotourism. Means we visit farms. Okay, and in farms the owner of the farms give you a place to stay, they provide you with food, they provide you with many activities, many facilities, and for that you pay money. So it is a source of generating income. Now, what is agrotourism in Maharashtra? It was a pioneer state to develop and promote agrotourism. Okay, that is the first state. It is defined which involves agriculturally based operations or activities that bring visitors to a farm. Okay, that is the farmers, they keep a portion to build a small house so that when there are visitors they can come and rest over there. Similarly, they can move around in the farm, have some activity. There is farm based activities, and this, it is a growing industry. Okay, and many parts of the world including India, Australia, Canada, United States and Philippines have started this tourism. It's a new approach. Now what exactly it is? Okay, it, in an increasingly mechanized world, people have lost touch, okay, with how food is produced or the region from where it is originated. So this tourism offers tourists a chance to reconnect with the land and provides a hands on the experience. Activities like picking fruits, tending bees, milking cows and other educational pursuits are also there in these activities. It focuses on travel, okay, that is empowering to local communities, especially socially and economically. Recognizing the need to diversify their farm products and supplement their incomes, farmers consider agrotourism as one income option for a long sustainability of their farms and supports agricultural economy when local producers can no longer compete economically. Okay, so when we go to a farm, what we do is naturally we go and look for the local products, local fruits, local vegetables, and we like, because there is no much pesticides or fertilizers used. It is just organic manure which the farmers use. So those fruits and vegetables are very healthy. So what happens is we tend to buy those fruits, we tend to buy those vegetables, and the what we get is fresh fruits and vegetables, and what the farmer gets is the income. So now what is agrotourism? Why it is important? Okay, it is important as given it gives people work. Okay, and in the agriculture sector and the horticulture sector a chance to share. Now some agritourism experiences allows guests to buy products grown on the farm or handcraft products made by the farmers' families. So purchasing these goods, what happens is it is another source of income. And even the children, they come to know how exactly the countryside is, and gives the parents also the opportunity to introduce their children to something other than the city life. Nowadays we are so packed with our school, with our books, with our mobiles, with our computers, with our laptops, okay, that we literally forget. We are all living in a virtual age. So agritourism brings you back to the land. Now we have some, I have put some pictures over here for outdoor recreation. When you go for any camps, okay, normally camps are at places where you have a river, where you have smaller hillock, so that you can have trekking, you can have fishing, then you can study about wildlife, okay, you can do some horseback riding. I remember many of you students have done all this when you go for camp. Why? Because the camps are made for you in such a way that you are related to nature back again. Then you have educational experiences, there is a farming experiences like rice plantation. Then you have some part of agriculture over here, picking up fruits. And then you have cooking experience on chulha. We have gas stoves and none of us know how to cook food in a chulha. Okay, so this is how a chulha looks, and you can see a man cooking over there. So these experiences you get over here. Similarly, your entertainment, harvest festivals like Hurda party in Maharashtra. Okay, now what is Hurda party? It's a raw jawar. Okay, that is a jawar when it is very raw, it is sweet. So you have Hurda party locations near Pune, Mumbai. Okay, these are the parties, these are pictures. Hospitality services, that is, you have small houses over here built specially so that visitors can come and stay. Then you have this Indian Creek Outfitters, where they plan out your entire activities, you plan out your entire stay. Wherever you want to go, you can have a comfortable stay. Then you have the pickup operations. Okay, so on a farm you have vegetables, fruits growing, you can see them. If they are ripe, you can pluck them, you can take them home, not as a gift. Some offer you gifts, otherwise you have to pay them for that. Then some of them sell it on the farms itself. Okay, on the roadside also, outside the farms, you have all people, all villagers selling their fruits and vegetables which they grow on their farms. Then you have many entertainment activities which are being taught by these farm holders, the landowners. Okay, small children, here you have a picture where small kids are there in the nursery. They have been given education about flowers, plants, herbs. Then you have some rope climbing over here, you have bridge climbing over here, so that students know how to walk, how to tackle situations. Then here some students have, they are made a small pond, so they are giving education about the fishes, the turtles. Then a lady is milking cow. So these are all the activities, okay, so that you are getting entertained over here. Similarly, when you have lunch, dinner, fruits are there. You have buttermilk milk which is already there in their own farms. You have fruits over there, exhibits, and you can purchase them as well as you can relish them. Now what is the scope of agri-tourism in India? Okay, agri-tourism is to experience a real rural life, taste the local genuine food, and get familiar with the various farming tasks. Agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy. Around 75% of the population is directly or indirectly dependent on agriculture, and almost 26% of India's GDP comes from agriculture. 90 million farmers are dwelling in 6.25 lakhs villages, producing food grains for feeding the country. More than a profession or a business, agriculture is India's culture. Hence, adding additional income generating activities to existing agriculture would certainly increase contribution to of agriculture in the national GDP. Serious efforts need to be made in this direction, and that is the reason agrotourism is one such activity. Okay, students, I hope you have understood what is agrotourism and the scope of agrotourism. Okay, because agriculture is the backbone of Indian economy, we have 90 million farmers working on farms to feed us. Okay, and agriculture is India's culture. So we have to increase their income. We have to give some additional income to these farmers. And naturally we are adding it to the GDP, of course. So agritourism is one such activity. Okay, so thank you, students.